It's back to school time, and that means that many families are looking for help with new routines and new skills. Now, while we usually think about the ABCs or the 1, 2, 3s when we think back to school, I like to start with one of what I consider the bigger challenges for kids when they are returning to school, and that is navigating the social dynamics of a classroom. That's why I love this book for kids, all about friends. So in here, they're going to learn all about making friends with others, why we need friends, things that we should consider with our friends' feelings, what to do when we don't have smooth waters with our friendships, and so on. So a great way to introduce kids to some of those social skills. I also love I'm Almost Always Kind because we know that kindness in the classroom goes a very long way. So this is a great picture book that is going to go through understanding what kindness is, how we can do small acts of kindness for others, and how to put ourselves in other people's shoes. Now, beyond those social skills, of course, we do have those basic core subjects that we're working on. And I really love these sets for that like preschool through elementary age. So this one here is Fun with Numbers. It comes with a whole bunch of hands-on learning resources, such as these cards right here, which they match up with their wooden numbers to slot that in, and they can practice their counting in the process. It also comes with a wipe clean formulas for subtraction and addition practice, along with the pen. And my very favorite part is that it comes with these wooden sticks that they can use for visual representations of those formulas that they're working on. So whether it's that addition and subtraction or working their way up through to multiplication, division, and fractions, this is really going to help them create that mental math ability with that visualization. It also has an activity book that will walk them through some additional things that they can do and working on their penmanship too. So that's Fun with Numbers, and if you are working on letter recognition, you can also consider our Fun with Letters set, which has much of the same things, the activity book, the wipe clean cards, and the wooden letters. So much is done these days on screens that we really want to put a little bit of extra attention on fine motor skills. So scissor skills, for example, is a great one for younger kids. They're working on using scissors and following these dotted lines. You'll notice these great patterns on the back of each page, which means that you can use these for crafts as well, whether it's creating your own bookmarks or gift tags or whatever else you can imagine with their created works. For older kids, I like to take a look at our word games to go. This is great because it helps learning feel playful. So they're not at school all day and then having to come home and feel like they're doing more work, right? But it is going to help them on working on, again, letter recognition and that fine motor control by working on answering prompts. You'll see there's 1-player pages, there's 2-player, so they can do this with siblings as well. So that's word games to go. And of course, we can also work on our numbers with our numbers to go with fun things like codes and other puzzles in here that they do along with their numbers. So great way to actually help strengthen their handwriting skills by working on workbooks like that. Now, also for older kids, I like to have the illustrated grammar and punctuation book as a reference book in your home library. This one is fantastic because it's going to go through things like punctuation, different types, having active and passive language, how we build sentences, and so forth, and it works its way up to the writing process so they can actually look at how to structure their thoughts and make a plan for writing things like essays or presentations. So this is one that can grow with kids through various different grade levels. Finally, my last recommendation for back to school, I think this should be part of every curriculum out there, but sometimes it's not. So bring it into the home yourself with managing your money. So this is going to really introduce a lot of different skills to kids, helping them understand how to make money, how to save it, how to work from a budget, what to think about when it's finally time to get a credit card and how they can manage that. And it's all presented in this fun graphical style that makes it very digestible for kids. All of this is just scratching the surface. Obviously, we have tons that can help your learning, whether it's in history, science, art, and pretty much everything in between. So I encourage you to take a look, browse around, and see how we can help support you as your children go back into the classroom. Thanks. Good luck with your school year.